Hey Scorpio, what's going on? We're here with the timeless reading. Welcome. The first card out is Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is a card of balance. It's a card of flexibility. It is a card of prioritizing. Because it's Pentacles, it's connected with like what you're doing with your time, what you're doing with your energy, what you're doing with your resources, which time and energy are considered under the umbrella of that. Having Magician here, it feels like this is about putting your energy into what you're intending to sort of create, and it feels also to like knowing that you will be watering just naturally the things that you're focusing on. So this feels like make sure that you're focusing on stuff that you want to be growing, because wherever your focus goes, that's what's going to grow essentially. So it's like recognizing the power of that, the power of your mind here, the power of your intention, of your focus, of your awareness, those things, and make sure that you're using it on things where you're paying attention and being like, okay, like this is what I want to be focusing on, rather than like mindlessly thinking about things and it's like, wow, I wish that I would have been focusing on that instead. It's like those sorts of things. Like you choose what grows, and it's dependent on what you give your energy to. Maybe also too the types of conversations that you're having that are associated with this. You know, like what you're thinking about, what's going on in your heart space, what you're communicating then. I'm seeing a Five of Swords pop up, but this is feeling like somebody sort of coming your way a little bit here, even though this can definitely be another aspect of you. We're going to get into what this energy is. But what I get the sense of is you could have been, like, you have stuff going on, right? You're figuring out your priorities, what's important to you. Magician is about then what you're going to be doing with those things, and also like what your intention is, what you're intending to do with those things, sort of what's going on in your mind as well, even like before it sort of turns into something where you're getting a full clear picture of that. It's like what's even the loose like brainstorming things that are going on, like what are you thinking about, what's just coming to mind here. Knight of Cups feels like communicating certain things, making moves based off of that. So it's like these things are going on and these things are important to me. Magician is then sort of how you're using that as a medium within your life. Knight of Cups is then like the sentiment of you expressing those things. So things that are important to you, where your mind's focus is, and then you expressing those things. Having it be Knight of Cups, it's like these things matter to you in the heart space. So there's like a deep feeling and connection that's associated with this. But then I'm seeing like as Knight of Cups is going to move through the inspiration of the heart space, Five of Swords is there. So that can be like I'm saying something that's really heartfelt right now, and I'm saying it to this person, and this person is sort of like shutting me down, or this person is not open to what I'm saying. Five of Swords is somebody that has their heart a little bit closed off, like for the purposes of this reading. Five of Swords can be somebody that's like not really willing to sort of meet you where you are at your level, and I'm seeing you be in a space where it's very genuine where you're communicating from. And I'm also seeing this be like the important stuff that you have going on. Like I'm seeing Two of Pentacles be like the things that are the main priorities right now at this point in your life, how you're working with those, and sort of the magic that's within your life. Because the Magician is also like, how are you sort of using your using your energy in a way that it sort of like it makes this go off the just generic storyline. So it's like, how are you interacting with this aspect of your storyline and what's going on? And then Knight of Cups is feeling like you wanting to maybe share that or maybe express that. And then Five of Swords can be, it can be both of these things. It can be one of these things. It's really just going to depend on perspective here. But you can be speaking from that space of like, I'm motivated by my heart right now and I want to communicate something and it feels very pure to me what I'm expressing because it's like my heart speaking in this moment. And then Five of Swords can be the part of you that's like shutting it down. It can be basically Five of Swords, if this is happening within you, it can feel like your mind is veiling your heart and all it's connected to. And so then you can feel like a disconnection because of that, and you can go into more of a cerebral space. Another way that this can be manifesting is that you have the important stuff going on. Magician is sort of like you as the artist within your life, doing your thing with that and working your way through it. Knight of Cups going to be that moment where it's like sharing with somebody about that. Knight of Cups also has a motive of like wanting to connect. So it's like, this is going on with me and how I'm feeling and how I'm sort of attuned and connected with this internally. And if Five of Swords is somebody outside of you, it could be somebody that you're trying to have a heart-to-heart with this person and they can be a bit shut down. And I even get the notion of you sort of like maybe rethinking your priorities with certain gestures that you make. Maybe all because of this energy now. I'm seeing you have something to give, and I'm seeing you in a moment where it's like, what do I want to do with this? So I feel like this is bringing you back to maybe a space of some type of rethinking that's happening here. And it can also be about like how you use your energy to share or who you're sharing with. It can be things of that nature. In a way where Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck, you can want to share from a place of like passion and excitement and want somebody to also be in that space with you. See you like trying to keep level-headed here. But you can also be feeling sad about something at the same time. Five of Cups. Yeah, I'm seeing the notion of somebody being shut down. Like Knight of Cups and Ten of Swords is giving the feeling of being like, hey, I'm in this moment wearing my heart on my sleeve with you. Ten of Swords can be like then getting shut down from that. So it's like the exchange didn't really happen. And for some of you, you can even feel like that sets you off a little bit, you know? I'm seeing that there can also be pain involved in this as well, where it's like it goes from something that you were doing that was feeling like a genuine gesture to then being like really, really compressed. Like something just sort of gets to you mentally and then feeling like you didn't really get to play out. Because Knight of Cups is like, I'm sort of on my way to do something, to share something, to express something, to connect. And Ten of Swords can be like, before you even get to the destination you're trying to get to, that thing closes out. So it's like, never mind, that's not going to be happening. And you can feel sort of crushed by the weight of that in that moment as well. Somebody may have said something without like really tuning in or really listening, and maybe that was the space they were in when you were connecting with them. Remember, two energies can be reversed. Like maybe you had a situation going on with somebody and you felt like you weren't totally in a tapped in place, like you were sort of cut off from some aspects of yourself, or you were just like not in the mode to be receptive to what was going on, and you may have like done something where you weren't like totally thinking about it. You know, like somebody could have been like making a gesture towards you and you could have shut them down potentially. Others of you, you can be the one that you were like Knight of Pentacles over here, trying to like propose something to another person or like share something with them, you know, like I have this going on and this is what I'm getting from it, and now I'm like trying to come to you with that. And Five of Swords can be this person, like you can feel like they didn't see you. You can feel like there was a lack of understanding. You can feel like there was a major lack of receptivity. But what this also highlights is that like this person that you may be dealing with in this setting, it's not a reflection of you. It's just a reflection of them and where they are with things, and they may just not be in this space with you yet. That doesn't mean that they're not going to get into this space with you, but I feel like I'm seeing a very thin divide between your energy and this other person's energy. And I think that they may be, from what I'm seeing you in a different space chakra wise than this other person is just in this moment, you know, because it can change in the next moment from there. But just for the little screenshot that I'm seeing here, snapshot that I'm seeing here of the reading, I'm seeing somebody that's in more of a Five of Swords, Knight of Wands energy. And so this is somebody that they may have just like not gone deeper yet into that space. And there can be sort of a shutdown sense. Like I'm seeing a lack of water energy from this person, which can mean that there's something going on emotionally with them or psychologically with them where they just are not in that deeper space yet. But again, like this can change in a moment. But more than anything, I feel like the takeaway is you not looking at this and being like, this is about me, you know, like don't let this discourage you from sharing. Like don't take this on and be like thinking there was anything wrong with what you were doing, you know, like the space that I'm seeing you be in is so genuine here. And it feels like maybe being able to see where this person is can help you better adapt to maybe what to be presenting them with. And also too, if it's about like wanting to present somebody with this and it doesn't have to be this person, maybe you can get that sort of connection that you're looking for from another person. But I do get this sense of your energy sort of like reaching outwardly, and so it does feel like wanting to present something, wanting to have a conversation with something, like that sort of thing. But again, like because of where this person is, I feel like they can't totally meet you. They aren't willing to totally meet you where you are right now with this specific thing. And rather than sort of like pushing your way through this or bulldozing your way through this, you may find another avenue instead. I am seeing Ace of Swords, so I do feel like you have as clear of an understanding as one can have given this. Maybe this is also like bringing something important to light for you as well. Maybe something having to do with your relationship values can be coming to light. You can also feel like because of being shut down by something or because of something happening in a way where it's like, I was intending to share this or I was intending to do this, and then things sort of close out before that happened. There can be a part of you now that feels triggered by that, and there can be a part of you that wants to then do something that would be maybe a bit impulsive here. And maybe you can take the time to recognize like, oh, I felt triggered by that happening. Like I was trying to express this, I felt shut down, or I felt misunderstood, or I was trying to connect and then felt like this person wasn't in that space with me. And now I'm feeling like this because of it. And it's bringing out this part of me that may want to do something without fully thinking about it. And it can give you a moment to recognize like how this has impacted you too. Like there can be a part of you that's now starting to close off towards this other person, and maybe feeling a little bit careless towards them just because of feeling hurt by what had happened. So I do see this as an instance where you're realizing something important to you, what an effort that you were trying to make, that like the transaction not like fully going through, and then sort of how you naturally respond in those instances, and you can be learning a whole lot about yourself through this. Two of Pentacles and Knight of Wands is feeling like however you're going to respond to this, make sure that it's a way that you really want to be responding to it. And maybe doing what you need to do for yourself to feel like you're back in a receptive space with yourself, you know? Maybe something that will allow you to open back up and maybe even complete the like transaction that you were attempting to make. Having Magician and having Justice, the only two major arcanas that we're seeing here, this is Mercury, gonna have to do with your intention, and then Libra, which is about creating harmony and balance. So this situation can feel like it is not reflective of certain values that you have, certain desires that you have, of values within a partnership, or like a relationship in general. Libra is like connected with your like one-on-one relationships with people. And also too, it's about keeping in mind that if you want to feel that harmony within your life, to make sure that however it is that you're going to respond to this situation, that you're keeping in mind, like, my goal is for things to be harmonious rather than create some chaos from a place of feeling maybe hurt or triggered or insecure or uncomfortable or whatever it is that you're feeling based off of what had happened. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.